Hey, what's up, everybody? Ron Harris here with the channel Ron Harris Muscle. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Yesterday, we did live watch parties for both the judging and the finals for the Arnold Classic South America in Sao Paolo, Brazil. Show was won by Rafael Brandao. However, a lot of people like second place, Tonio Burton, for the win. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a dive into that. Check out some of the pictures. We don't have a lot of great high-res images, but we have some things to look at. So the first thing I want to go to is the scorecard, because that wasn't available until a couple hours ago. So let's take a look at the scores. Let's see if it was close by the score sheet anyway. Okay, so Rafael got perfect score at judging, perfect score at finals. Total of 12 was the lowest score, first place. Tonio, 9, 9, 18, perfect second places all the way through. Keep in mind that there's typically a high and a low score. So if you see 6, that means there were more than 6 judges, usually 8. So the high and the low scores are thrown out, and that's supposed to ensure that nobody's like way out of line with what all the other judges are doing. So it was a solid second place for Tonio. Andre Carlo was 5th. Good Vito. We heard some things about Good Vito. We're going to take a look at some of the footage from him too, because he actually had some better footage on his Instagram than what we were able to see on the let's go to Tonio Burton though, shall we? Let's go to Tonio's Instagram. He's got some good comparison pictures. Let's take a look at what Tonio put up today. And keep in mind, these are just iPhone pictures like I would typically take at a show. But here we go. So these are the comparison shots. Jacoby, not sure if that's his coach. Maybe. So it was 225 on stage, Tonio. 7 pounds up from the Olympia. Wow. Great show number today. So Tonio has beautiful shape, and he was in better condition. You can see Rafael significantly taller. A little more leg mass. A little bit more a drop in the triceps. But, you know, that shot, I give that. Okay, I'm going to give the back shots to Tonio. Not even a question. His back is crazy. Rafael doesn't have a bad back, though. Let's give him credit. But in this rear double bicep, look at that. Tonio's delts are crazy. That trap thickness. Lats go nice and low. Glutes are in. Rafael's glutes were not as hard and strided, not as conditioned as we saw 3 weeks ago. Has it already been 3 weeks since Arnold, Ohio, or more? I think it's been 4 weeks. It's been a full month, right? Yeah. So he definitely lost a little bit of condition. I think he came in a little fuller. A rear lat spread. I'm going to give that one to Tonio as well. I don't like the Predator nickname. I want to call him King Cobra. It was actually Giles. Giles came up with that. Let's call him King Cobra. I'd like to see him change the nickname and have it stick. Because look at that. Who's got a back like that right now in the pro leagues? Can't think of anybody. Okay, front shot, ab and thigh. That's tough, man. That's tough. Tonio's got that gap in there. You can't really do anything about that. That's genetic. I don't know. Rafael's lower abs don't seem to be all the way in. Maybe he wasn't all the way in the pose when he took this picture. Front lat spread. That's a perfect shot for both of them. They look incredible. Both of these guys in that shot. I'd probably give this to Rafael only because he's got a lot more fullness in the chest, especially the upper chest. That's one area that I think Tonio needs to improve on, and I'm sure he will. Tonio's getting better and better. Every show I've seen this guy in since he won the 212 at the Indy Pro 2 years ago, he's getting better and better every time I see him. Rear double again. I give that one to Tonio for sure. Rear lat. Okay. All right, let's go back to... Okay, so here's his posing. I want to give this guy credit because Tonio looked phenomenal. This is obviously not the live stream. This was somebody sitting up front with their iPhone that recorded this. I noticed the video that was on Muscle Contest International is down right now, and I don't know why, but I'm suspecting it's because of the music. They might have had the music. See, you can't play, music on your videos unless you have the rights to that music. So if you're covering a sporting event like this and there's copywritten music playing in the background, you can get a copyright strike. I should know because on MD we dealt with that many times, and even on this channel I've already dealt with it a time or two. Yeah, but Tonio looks phenomenal, man. His back, they say shows are one from the back. This guy looks incredible from the back. Just phenomenal. Look at that. Beautiful shot for Tonio. Beautiful shot. Wow. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that I think just needs a little more work, a couple areas, get that upper chest going, a little bit more overall size, just a little bit more. He doesn't need much more. He's got beautiful shape. Maybe a little more triceps just to balance out the quads and those biceps. But geez, he looks great. He looks fantastic. What am I doing? I want to go back to him. I don't want to leave him just yet. Let's go back to Tonio. What else did he have on there? Oh, okay, that was really it. All right, so let's go in fairness. Let's go to Rafael Brandao. Rafael didn't have too much up on his page. Did not. Here's the win. Obviously, we're not seeing any comparisons here. And this was somebody in like the 10th row with their iPhone, 10th or 12th row, it's looking like. Not a great vantage point. Yeah, they're way back. And you can see the crowd going bonkers. Hey, yeah, that's what a lot of people are bringing up is, it's a hometown advantage. It was Brazil. Everybody wanted him to win. Here's with his wife. And he did win. He's kissing. I guess she's got a bun in the oven, as we say. And there's his good friend and fellow athlete with what supplement company is he with? Whatever supplement company he's with, they're both with that company now. So congratulations to him. He did not have a lot up. He doesn't have any stories up. Let's go to one more page that did have a lot of good stuff up actually, let's look at Good Vito, because Good Vito, the live stream wasn't doing him a lot of favors. So this is just somebody's iPhone footage, iPhone camera. Here's a comparison of him with Rafael that somebody shot for him. Yeah, see this looks better. You can appreciate the condition he was in better here than you could in the actual live stream. Live stream, it wasn't that the resolution wasn't that great. It wasn't. So yeah, you had people actually making a case for Vitaly Ugolnikov for the win. And yeah, I mean, the guy looks great. Trying to pick him apart. It's hard. He looks, what are you gonna say about him? Let's look at the back shots with him in the winner, Rafael. Because if you're gonna say he should have beat Rafael, you gotta look at that. Okay, so here we go. He needs a lot more back thickness. You see how shallow and flat that is versus how much thicker that is? And I mean, if we had Tonio next to him, that would really expose his back thickness problem. Plenty of width. He's wide as hell. This kid's massive. He's a young guy, massive legs, huge arms. He's just a thick freak, a mass monster, a beast. Yeah, he was feeling good. He was confident. He should. He looked fantastic. Side shot. He had a great side leg there. Compares very well with Rafael. Definitely had better condition in the glutes. Rafael, out of the top three guys, had the worst condition. It wasn't as evident from the front, but when they turned around, you saw it. You saw the glutes and the hams were not as hard as they had been in Ohio, and not as hard as what Tonio and Vito brought. Yeah, Vito's looking fantastic. I did see there was one. Here's some really good footage of Vito by himself. I don't know where this footage came from, but it looks like Gilco footage, but Gilco was in the U.S. covering another show. It's not them. It was somebody else. It's just that one pose over and over. Yeah, I mean, this kid is going to be great. This is a pro debut. Keep in mind, this is his first pro show. So this kid's killing it. And you can see he didn't get a direct comparison with just him and Rafael. It was him, Rafael, and Tonio. They've cropped out Tonio from these pictures. Yeah. Let's look at one more page. Was it biceps and triceps? Bis and tris had some good stuff on there. Bis and tris, follow them on Instagram as well. They covered a lot of stuff yesterday. So here's some good footage of Rafael. Multi-camera, multiple angles. Yeah, super confident. People are saying cocky. I say confident. I mean, the guy, he came to win. He wasn't 100%. He was not 100%. I'm gonna definitely agree with everyone who says that. But geez, what a physique this guy has. So much size, shape. I'm not comparing him directly to Flex Wheeler by any means, but Flex used to win a lot of shows in about 85 to 90% condition. It was enough. It was enough. That's Daboul. That's a whole other issue Giles and I will be talking about soon. And there's good Vito. Bison tries to put up some shots of him. We just saw good Vito. I guess that's it. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else we want to look at? I think biceps and triceps. Or bodybuilding. Bodybuilding Without Borders. I think they had some stuff up too. Is this a classic guy that won today? Yeah, they were. We didn't cover classic. Fabio Junior won the classic today. Yeah, he looked great. Is this Fabio? Not sure. They're not saying. I think that's him. Forgive me for not knowing, guys. No, I don't know any of these guys. It was entirely Brazilian lineup. Entirely. But I just want to check, see what they have on. Okay, so here's some. This looks like it was from the live stream. Rafael and Vito again. Yeah, Rafael and Vito. Tonio and Rafael. So here we go. Front double bicep. They both look great. It's tough, man. It's tough. Only one guy can win. You can't have ties. They both look great in that shot. Side shot. I give that one to Rafael. The back shots. It doesn't. It doesn't necessarily go by who won more poses. I know that sounds ridiculous to say it that way, but they're just looking for the best overall physique. And sometimes people try to make it like a numeric thing, like 7 poses. If you win 5 of them, you get 5 points, and the other guy only gets 2. Or that's not how it works. Judges go first to last place with all these guys based on just an overall package. But geez, Tonio does look fantastic. Not taking a damn thing away from the guy. He looks fantastic. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Let's go to the phones. I'm not dancing my pecs, dude. I'm not a 20-year-old on OnlyFans. Tonio had him M12. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. It's a subjective sport. It's your opinion. It's what you like, what you prioritize in terms of, the traits, mass, symmetry, shape, structure, presentation, condition. Some of us favor some of those attributes more than others. Some people really value mass more so than shape, and some people vice versa. Some people don't care that people are sliced and diced. They would never want to see somebody who's smaller win just because they're in better condition. They would go with the bigger guy. I believe Rafa won because of bigger structure. Yeah, you can see he's a few inches taller for sure. He's got about 40 pounds on Tonio, because his coach just wrote there, I think it was his coach, said he was about 222. Rafael's got to be in the high 250s because he's about 6 foot. Some weak points on Tonio. Conditioning could have given the win. Yeah, he had the better condition. There's no question there. Better condition. For else, tan is always on point. He did have a great tan. Tonio, obviously, African American, doesn't really need to worry so much about tan. I think he does have some kind of artificial color on though. Rafael was off condition-wise compared to Tonio. Yeah, he was. If it was purely a conditioning contest, Tonio wins. No doubt. For 1 second. Let's see how Vito would look like with Rafael's tan color. Yeah, Vito's tan was not doing him any favors. In the footage we just saw, it didn't look as bad, but on the live stream looked darker in general, and there were also parts of the stage that weren't lit very well. And anytime they went over to those parts of the stage, the guys with the worst tans, the muddy-looking tans, you couldn't see anything. Crazy. Antonio's doing New York Pro. He's doing Detroit too. He better. He really should do Detroit. It's only 6 days away. I don't know who's doing Detroit. Who else is doing Detroit? Martin Fitzwater's doing it. He's going to be tough to beat. I don't know who else is doing it. The list it's not out. It should be out late tomorrow, maybe Tuesday morning at the earliest. But yeah, for sure he needs to get his act because he lives in Reno, Nevada anyway. He had to go back to the U.S. Might as well just go to Detroit. I think Vito could qualify this year's Olympia. Yeah, I believe he can. I mean, he just got – so the point system is back. Not that he needs it. He might win. He might be able to find one of these smaller shows to win. I don't think he's a bigger show like New York Pro, he's not beating Nick Walker. Tampa, Texas, you're going to have guys like Andrew Jack and Hunter Labrada coming back for Olympia qualifications. Chicago Pro, these are tough shows, but he might either go over to Europe. He might win a show, or he might get there on points. Where would he place? I don't think he's ready for prime time yet. His back is a real liability. Look at it one more time. Nah, I'm not going to look at it. Yeah, his back needs to be a lot thicker. He's got all the width. He doesn't need to worry about getting any wider. He just needs dense, thick back. You could see when he was standing next to Rafael, and if he didn't post any pictures of him or videos next to Tonio, that would have really exposed his lack of back thickness. You see, like in the lat spread, when these two, Rafael and Tonio spread their lats, there's still a lot of thickness there in the middle. When Vito spreads his lats, I'll go to it. What the heck? You don't see that so much. Let's go Vito. Good Vito. So, yeah. So here he was next to Rafael. Plenty of mass. He doesn't need to be any bigger in general. He just needs more back. Legs are done. Got huge arms. Hits that vacuum. A guy with that much mass that can hit a vacuum, that's pretty badass. Lat spread looks good. Yeah, he's a diamond in the rough. He's a young guy. He's a rookie, just starting out, but he's holding his own. I mean, third place against two guys who are phenomenal. I'd want to see a little more tricep in that shot. Yeah, his tries could be a little fuller. He's got humongous biceps. So here's where Vito needs the most work. It's in the back. The back, not the weight, not the lower body. But see how shallow that is? It's just not as thick. He just needs to fill in. Thicken this area up in the middle on either side of the spine, and he's good. Then he's dangerous. And yeah, now that I'm looking at him, just a little bit more tricep fullness. We're trying to get this guy. You're talking about when you say where would he place in the Olympia, if someone's going to be out of the top 10, it's not even worth talking about yet. So he's not ready for top 10 at the Olympia yet. Needs more back. Yeah, but he's damn good. And he's just getting started. What's he, 27, 28? Does anyone know how old he is? He's a young kid, man. He's young. I'll go back and leave that stuff up. Yeah, I'll just keep leaving that up. Everyone likes to see that. Yeah. Can he qualify? I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, he should qualify. We don't know. A lot of people. Wasn't a fan of it all. Props when you look great even with the worst tan. I've seen worse tans. I've seen people go up there with like almost no color, just like almost look like orange, like a light orange. I've seen some shitty tans over the years. It wasn't great. Believe me, it wasn't a great tan that Vito showed up with, but it wasn't the worst that I've ever seen. Check Bodybuilding Without Borders page. I did check their page. Yeah. That's what we're looking at right now. Bodybuilders Without Borders. This is Daniel's page. If you're not already a subscriber, go to Instagram, follow Bodybuilders Without Borders. He does great work, great coverage. Rafa's physique, like an updated version of Bob Paris. Yeah, I think you or someone said that yesterday. I agree with you. Not as pretty, not as aesthetic as Bob, but a little more mass than Bob had. And Bob was never in like great condition. I saw him compete toward the end of his career. Well, I just said, at least probably the possibility for James, Rafa, and John. John is done. John's coach, Patrick Tour, messaged Giles back live while we were recording last Tuesday, to confirm that he wasn't in this because he was on the list for this show. No, Jonathan's all set until later in the season. He'll come back before the Olympia, probably a few weeks before the Olympia, try to nab a qualification, try to win something. My best guess, he was talking about maybe doing the Flex Pro in Italy. That was something he was talking about, but I wouldn't be surprised if he jumped into one of those August shows like Chicago Pro or Texas Pro. Is Tampa in August too? Or Chicago's in July, I think so. Yeah, I think the other shows are in August, Texas and Tampa. Yeah. But James, let's look at Hollingshead. I'm just curious to see if Hollingshead is still on his diet, still in prep. If so, then we might just see him. I mean, he's a good friend of Fawad. So you'd think he might. Let's look at the stories. Anything in the stories? There's his food. More food. Face still looks dieted down. 3 days loading. If that's current, if these are current pictures, then it looks to me like he's still very much in prep, and we might very well see him on stage next Sunday, a week from today. More food. Is he eating all this crap? I guess so. Now I'm starting to worry. If he's eating all this, is he really doing Detroit? I don't know. Doesn't look like stuff you'd be eating a week out from your show. I don't know, dude. Those are pinned, so those are old. Is this recent? So this is an older. This wasn't. This was after the Arnold UK. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll find out. We're gonna find out soon if he's doing the Detroit Pro. But yeah, he looked pretty damn great at these shows. The Arnold, Ohio, and Arnold UK. Best I've ever seen him. Yeah. Okay. Stop sharing. Patrick Moore. I'm gonna get out of here soon. I need a damn shower. My thoughts on Patrick Moore. I always felt he could play so much better. Yeah, I mean, his legs never. Let's see what he's looking like now. Patrick, he brought up his legs a lot, but it wasn't enough. He still needs more legs. But yeah, still has potential. It could still happen for him. I'm not writing this guy off. I'm not saying he's never gonna do it. But all these shots of him. Let's see. Let's go to share screen. Okay. All right. So I wonder when this was. 8 weeks ago. So I assume he's competing soon. Maybe he's doing Detroit. He might be. Hope to see you in Ohio. No, he didn't do the Ohio. This is 8 weeks ago. I wonder what he was getting ready for, or maybe he still is getting ready. I mean, that looks like he was like 2 to 3 weeks out right there. But this was posted 9 weeks ago. Win the Mr. O already, please. Still got a great physique. I mean, I don't write people off because sometimes people come back after you haven't seen them and you kind of forgot about them and they just kick ass. I mean, when I saw him turn pro at the USA, he turned pro the same show Derek Lunsford turned pro at 2017 USA. Very, very much upper body dominant, top heavy, needed more legs. To me, he still needs more legs just to balance it. Because look how thick, how huge, round, full upper body muscles. When you have upper body like that, your legs have to be just as freaky. So it's not easy. But yeah, see, he doesn't post a lot of leg shots or leg training shots. It's a lot of upper body stuff. But, he's getting after it. I wish him the best. He was 10th place at the Olympia. Yeah, that was his first Olympia. What was that, like 3 years ago now? Yeah, I mean, he still has potential, guys. I would never for a minute say he's all done. No, wouldn't do that. Okay. Think Tony will do Detroit? Yeah. Easy win? I don't know about easy. Fitzwater's no joke. Want to take a look at Fitzwater? Let's take a look at Fitzwater. Yeah, I haven't seen the list. The list is not out yet. Nobody's seen the list yet. Martin's got a weird Instagram handle. Mart Fitz 220. All right, let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at Fitzwater, guys. Okay, so he's working with Boss of Outlaw, same guy who just coached Wesley Vissers to the Arnold Classic Physique win. He's been Urs Kalaczynski's coach for a while. He's got a few top. He's Nathan Dash's coach, and Nathan won a couple shows last year with him. Marvin's got some crazy legs, showing us a sped up version of his leg workout. He's a thick kid, man. He is a kid. What's he like? He's not even, I know he's not 30 yet. He's like 20, 27, 28, I want to say. Strong. Yeah, he's out there in Texas. Moved out there. That's like the new Mecca, Dallas area, Dallas, Texas. Training with Brett Wilkin. Strong. Look at that. What's that? Like 9 plates, 10 plates on the Dan Hack squat? I don't know. And then he's look at that. Look at all this crap. Hey, that's the same exact machine I was using today. Actually, ours is a different. No, it's the same brand. It's the same brand. Look at that. He looks great. Back day, 12 days out. Detroit Pro. Yeah. Martin looks freaking great. Would Tonio beat him? Yeah, I mean, Tonio's got a prettier physique, no doubt. But don't think this guy's going to be a pushover. Don't think Tonio's just going to roll over him. And if Hollingshead shows up, Hollingshead is tough too, guys. You know? These guys are all damn good. What's up, man? Tonio could win the title. John might be able to beat Tonio. John's not doing it. Patrick confirmed he's done until late in the season. I mean, unless he shocks us all when the list comes out and he's on it. Patrick Moore is mid-30s. He might be close to 40 by now. But, you know, it's not like the old days where that was an old man in bodybuilding. You know, late 30s, even 40s, not considered old in bodybuilding anymore. You know, if he was 45, 47, something like that, I mean, be like, that ship has sailed, but he's still got time. I mean, Patrick hasn't done that well in the past couple of years, but you know, he hasn't had any. He did hurt his leg, didn't he? But I mean, his physique doesn't look worse for wear. He doesn't have any horrible muscle tears or anything that could keep him from coming back. What's going on, Brett Wilkin? No, he pulled out of the last Olympia. He was qualified because he had won, I think, the Romania show that was after the 22 Olympia, which qualified him for the 23 Olympia. But I think he had some health concerns. I don't know what it was. Something with his blood work. Something where he decided it was better to be better safe than sorry. And he pulled out, did not do the Olympia last year. Yeah. So that's it, man. All right, guys. I just want to do a quick one. I want to see what you guys thought because it was close. Tonio Burton looked phenomenal. He's won shows already. He won the Legion, right? He won 212 Indy. He won the New York Pro as an open last year. Didn't he win Legion too? I don't know, man. He's won a few shows and he's damn good. He's been top 10 at the Olympia. So this is one little blip. Taking second place to Rafael is not the end of Tonio Burton. We're going to be seeing quite a bit more of Tonio. I see him winning more shows. I see him top 10 at the Olympia this year for sure. Higher than that, who knows? I mean, it's going to be a very, very tough Olympia, as it always is. The Olympia is never an easy show. It's the best bodybuilders in the world, guys. So we'll see what happens, guys. But congratulations, Rafael. But also congratulations to Tonio. He looked fantastic. Congratulations to Vito. Vito had an amazing pro debut. Tan was a little bit off. Everybody makes mistakes. It's his first pro show. I cut the guy some slack. William Martins looked great. And this new guy, Andre Carlau, new to me anyway, from Brazil. Another one really made a good impression on the fans watching at home. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed our little review. And if you're not watching this live, drop a comment below what you thought, how you saw it, give your reasons why. And that's it, man. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate those of you who stopped by the watch parties yesterday that we did for judging the finals. Anyway, check out everything else on this channel. We just did another Ask Dr. Testosterone today. Talked about the first and main topic was how to cure premature ejaculation with meds that any doctor will readily prescribe to you. So enjoy that, guys. Please, I got to go to the banners. Subscribe, like, share, ring that bell. Follow me on Instagram at Ron Harris Muscle. I need followers. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you right here next time. Enjoy yourself.